Content validity is the extent to which a test or measurement fully represents the concept it is intended to assess. A test has high content validity if it includes all the necessary components of the subject being measured and avoids irrelevant or missing elements. This type of validity is especially important in educational testing, psychological assessments, and job evaluations, where accuracy and completeness are essential. Unlike other forms of validity that rely on statistical analysis, content validity is often determined through expert judgment. Ensuring strong content validity helps improve the reliability and fairness of assessments. Now let's look at some examples of content validity. One example of content validity is a math test designed to measure algebra skills. If the test includes a range of algebra problems covering all key topics, it has high content validity. However, if the test only includes basic equations and ignores more complex algebraic concepts, it lacks content validity because it does not fully represent the subject. Another example is a job interview designed to assess leadership skills. If the interview includes questions about decision-making, conflict resolution, and team management, it has strong content validity. However, if it only focuses on technical skills unrelated to leadership, it does not fully measure what it claims to. Now let's explore how content validity can be assessed. Content validity is typically assessed through expert evaluation, where subject matter specialists review the test or assessment to determine whether it adequately covers the intended topic. One method is to use a content validity ratio, CVR, where experts rate each test item based on its relevance and necessity. Another approach is to compare the test content with established guidelines or curriculum standards to ensure all important aspects are included. Additionally, pilot testing can be conducted to gather feedback from test takers and refine the assessment. By carefully reviewing the content, researchers and educators can improve the validity of their tests. Now let's compare content validity with face validity. While face validity and content validity both assess whether a test appears to measure what it claims to, they differ in their level of evaluation. Face validity is based on a superficial assessment, meaning that if a test looks appropriate at first glance, it is considered to have face validity. However, content validity goes deeper, requiring an analysis of whether the test fully covers the subject matter. For example, a history test that includes well-written questions about major historical events may have high face validity, but if it ignores key time periods, it lacks content validity. Content validity is considered a stronger measure because it ensures a test is both complete and accurate.